Anytime you have a strange feeling, do something about it, my friend. Hey, my first leadership award was given to me in 2013. That was in Cameroon, West Africa. I traveled from Bamenda right to the Southwest region where I had to receive this award. And just before the award ceremony started, I took a cab from a place called My 17 in Buya to where I was heading to, towards Limbe Road. When I entered this car, it was not the normal taxi, that carry people around the city. It was kind of a private vehicle that carried me. And in Cameroon, they normally call that clando. And so clando is a private vehicle that people use to carry passengers, especially during hot hours. And so when these guys stopped by, I told them that I was going to where my award ceremony was taking place, and that was somewhere called Ombe. And of course, they asked me to enter the car. I entered the car. I just had some strange feelings while I was inside the car, and my feelings did not betray me. You won't believe what happened. So when I was entering the car, I saw the driver was a gentleman, and there was one guy sitting behind, two guys sitting behind the vehicle on the back seat. And immediately I entered the tent. All of them put on their sunglasses, and I was like, why is everybody putting on sunglasses while the sun is not shining in inside the car? So I just had a strange feeling, and something told me that there's something wrong with this vehicle that I've just entered. As we're going, I was just calm. As we're going along the way, I had a strong feeling. Being a man of faith, I started praying and meditating, and something really told me that I am kind of in danger, and that this vehicle is not safe. As we're going down, I got a thought, and it was like, okay, you got to tell these guys you want to buy bread. And I never had plans to buy bread at all, so I just told them along the way that I want to buy bread. And I insisted that I should stop, and so they did not even want to stop the vehicle. You know what I mean? Like, they were at a very high speed, so they were running very fast. They never wanted to stop the vehicle, and I insisted that they should stop the vehicle. Let me buy bread because I want to buy bread. So they did not want to stop. So that by the time the horn, and they were like, the lady that was selling bread, come and give bread here. Guess what? I did not just wait for the lady to come. Immediately, I undo my seatbelt, which they asked me to put my seatbelt, by the way. So I undo my seatbelt, and I jump out of the car. And so when I went to buy the bread, I never had intentions to come back to the car. But the lady, I really appreciate the impact of ladies in my life, because many of them have saved my life and done a lot of amazing things again. So the lady who was selling the bread told me that, hey, don't go back. She whispered to my ears, don't go back. Those guys, they'll kidnap you. And that is how I did not go back to that vehicle. And so in life, anytime you have a strange feeling, it could be in the bathroom, it could be in the boardroom, it could be wherever you find yourself, in the bus room, wherever you find yourself, please do something about it. It may be you have to stop for a while. Maybe you have to pause and reflect about that decision you're about to take. Maybe you have to call somebody to confirm something. Maybe you have to consult maybe your spouse, maybe your dad, your mom. Maybe you need to just pause and ask them to give you 24 hours to get back to you, or for you to get back to them. It may be you just need to have a break. But maybe you have to call your doctor to inquire, to find out, to tell him that this is what has just happened to me. It could be that you just have to put an hold on that relationship. Anytime you have a strange feeling about an experience, about something, about an event, pause. Never ever underestimate your feelings, because there is a way that your body mechanism, your body system has been built to protect you from trouble. And most of the time, we get into trouble when we ignore those little voices. When you ignore that little whisper from nature, and for those of you who might be a men of faith, I could say from the Holy Spirit, when you ignore that little voice, most of the time you always find yourself in trouble. And so, what's my take? Anytime you have a strange feeling, something is telling you in your mind, in your body, you're feeling something, do something about that, because that could just be the difference between life and death. That could be the difference between failure and success in business. That could be the difference between a super achiever and an underachiever. That could be the difference between creating the highest impact in the world you've ever desired and not creating impact at all. That could be the difference between you touching the life of somebody forever for greater impact in the person's life, or you letting the person go astray. That could be the difference between somebody remaining stagnant in life and somebody achieving in life beyond his or her imagination. So, next time you have a strange feeling about somebody, about something, about your life, do something about it. And that thing you could do could be picking up your phone to call somebody, to confirm somebody, to call your dad, to call your doctor, to call your mentor, to call your coach, to call your spouse, call one of your children, to call whoever you need to call. But make sure you do something. In my own case, I had to call for a way out to buy bread. And that was how I was rescued. So, my name is Oliver Shaw, and I want you to reflect about that even as you go about your day. It's almost weekend, it's Thursday, and I wish you a wonderful rest of the day. And looking forward to see you at the top, my friend. Cheers.